Hello students and welcome to our class today. Today's class is going to focus on the deciles. It is also another measure of dispersion whereby if we have a distribution, a decile is going to divide that distribution into 10 equal parts. So the quartiles, we said, they divide a distribution into 4. And actually that is where we normally get the word a quarter. A quarter is anything divided by 4. But a decile, it is actually a distribution that is divided into 10 equal parts. So in this case, we are going to divide our n, which is the total frequency, by 10. So we are going to have it divided by 10, such that we have got the first decile, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth, and the 10th. So we are going to have 10 deciles. So we can be looking at the first decile, second decile, all the way up to the 10th decile. So from the example that we have here, you are given an illustration which is actually provided on your notes. You can be given this information and then you are told, can you compute the decile, maybe the third decile, the sixth decile, the 10th decile, like that, like that. So I'm here to show you how you normally go around them. So anytime you are told you calculate a decile, just remember that you are dividing the distribution by 10. So as I'm going to show you, also take responsibility and look at the past papers. In your area, this particular part has been tested in the next exams, which you can be able to get the past papers in the library. Try as much as possible to do the revision. And if there is any question that arises, always feel free to ask because I'm always available, either in the WhatsApp, you can either call me, I will always be there to assist you. So if you are told you compute a decile, just remember the distribution is going to be divided into 10. So with that regard, let us maybe see if you are told you calculate the third decile. The same case applies here. We are going to alter the formula for the median just a little bit so that we can be able to accommodate this. So if you are told you calculate the third decile, which is normally denoted by D3, will be given by R plus, it is going to be 3 over 10. Because we are looking for the third, it's going to be 3 over 10n minus C over F, and then we multiply this part by the interval of the classes, which is actually 10. But first things first, always locate the third decile class. Always locate the third decile class. And how do you locate the third decile class? The same way you come to this part here. In this case, we have got 3 over 10n. You just compute 3 over 10 times n, which is the total frequency here. It's 100. You will find that this one is going to give you 30. So the 30th company, because here we are talking about companies, is the one that has got our third decile. And where is going to be our 30th company? You locate it using the cumulative frequency. So we have that here. So if that is here, then this is the class for the third decile. This is the class for the third decile. So we have got the lower limit, the upper limit. R is always the lower limit, so it's going to be 40 plus 3 over 10n, which we have calculated here to be 30 minus the cumulative frequency above the 30 that we located here is 12 over the frequency of this class, which is 30, and then we multiply by 10. So by so doing, the cumulative frequency, the frequency for this particular class is actually 18. It is not 30. This one is 18. 18 here. 18. Then we multiply by 10. So you are going to realize that if you work out this part, you are going to find that 30 minus 12 is 18. 18 over 18 is 1. 1 times 10 is going to be 10. So we are going to have 40 plus 10, which is actually 50. So the third decile is actually 50. What about if you are told you locate the sixth decile? You locate the sixth decile. First of all, you need to know that the sixth decile, which is D3, D6, sorry, is going to be given by L plus 6 over 10. Now that we are looking for the sixth decile, we are going to have it 6 over 10 n minus c, and then we divide by f, and this part we multiply by 10 like that. So, but first of all, you need to locate the sixth decile class. We located the sixth decile class, which we normally do using this part, which is 6 over 10 times 100, which is actually going to be 60. Where is going to be 60? 60, we have it here. 60, we have it here in the cumulative frequency. Whenever you are locating the class, the value that you get here, you find it in the cumulative frequency. Try to find that value where it is going to belong in the cumulative frequency and not anywhere else. So that now, after having known that the 60th company is going to give us our 60th decile, which is actually going to be here, we now know that 50 to 60. 50 to 60 is our sixth decile class. So the lower limit here is 50. So D6 is going to be equal to 60 plus 6 over 10 over times n. We found it is going to be 60 minus the cumulative frequency that is above that, which is 30, over the frequency of this particular class where we have the cumulative frequency of 60 is 30, and then we multiply by 10. You realize this one is going to be 60 plus 30, and that will cancel out. 60 minus 30 is going to give you 30, which is going to be 80. So it's going to be 80. Is it really 80? Sorry. We have, this is that actually. So this is 30. 60 minus that is 30. 30 divided by that is going to be 10. 30 divided by that is 1. 1 times 10 is actually going to be 10. Sorry for that. So this part here is going to be 10. This particular part here is going to be 10. And actually this part, actually the lower limit was supposed to be 50. I hope you had noted that this part here is supposed to be 50. This part here is supposed to be 50. Actually, once we have located the sixth decile class, which is 50 to 60, 50 is the lower, not 60. 50 is the lower uh, uh, limit, which is supposed to actually apply here as our L. So we need to come here and we put it appropriately. So we can have it as a 50 plus 10, which is actually 60, which is actually 60. Sorry for that. So it's actually a matter of locating the class. Once you have identified the class, you always take the lower limit. Always take these lower limits. Never, never, ever make a mistake and take the upper limit. Lower limits are these that are on the left-hand side. Leave alone the upper limit. So that is how we normally get the deciles. You can be told to get the seventh decile. The seventh decile now is going to be D7 is going to be L plus 7 over 10n minus c over f, and then you multiply by the I here. So you calculate or you locate the seventh decile class by calculating this part. If you are told you get the ninth decile is going to be 9 over 10n, you locate the ninth decile class like that, and your work becomes very simple. Thank you very much.